But as much as we've been complimenting him over the first couple of days, Jeremy, he has missed quite a few.
Yeah, he has. He's had a few misses for sure. I think probably more today in the short little session we've seen than yesterday. And you know, I would say Team Asia's had a little the best of it in these kind of situations on misses so far in this Reyes Cup.
Please.
If I play, I play.
But you wonder if that will start to play a little frustration at times.
Up to you. Kaçi.
Kaçi and Alcaide have played together as doubles partners before in the Mosconi Cup on just one occasion. It was 3 years ago, and they came through a hill finish against Chris Reinhold and a young man called Jones. You remember it, Jeremy?
Yeah, that was a huge match, and we had a few get away that day. I think SVB had a 3-0 lead and a 3-1 lead, one against Kaçi. And I can't remember who the other was against, but we could have had a pretty big lead. We did take a 5-4 lead into day 3, but could have been more like 6-3 or even 7-2.
So it was a much less challenging 4 than the one Duong missed a few minutes ago. Position wasn't guaranteed though. But he's on the 5, and it's a chance for Asia to keep the massive momentum they have at the moment going strong.
You know, the great front runners. It's just part of it, and that's why they win a lot of tournaments. You get out, and it's your turn to get out and lead and hold on to it, play great pool. But you know, the one that matters is when you can make some comebacks. That's what's going to make things special. And another solid safety here from Quoc.
Alcaide, the oldest player on either team at 45. 7th in the world, which is an improvement of a couple of places from the start of the year.
Always good with the speed on those one rail kicks. Now that one caught a soft second rail, but all those shots are always wanting the cue ball to continue down towards the bottom cushion and just kind of take your chances where the object ball ends up. Occasionally you do make it.
Kaçi, the youngest player involved in this doubles encounter, still only 25, which seems incredible when you consider feels like he's been around as a top player for so long, broke through as a teenager. 2nd in the world rankings, a lot of that down to getting to the world final, but of course he was also UK Open champion last year, so a lot of the points came from that.
Yeah, wants the purple to continue. Well, it's very close if he got a little bit of a roll, but I think it's playable. And really natural to come a couple cushions around the 8 and set up nicely for the 6 in the top right. You might say a little light with the speed.
Quoc Hoang, 37 years of age, 38th in the world rankings.
Looks like he's all right. He's just holding. I thought he was going to draw back to the rail where he's at. And it's just been one of those days so far, even though it's only the 3rd match, that you feel like Europe's just had to fight for everything they're kind of getting, and they're putting up a fight. Just it's been a little short.
Well, they've needed plenty of chances to win this rack, the Asian pair. Europe have given them quite a few chances. One way or another. Quoc Hoang again deposits the winning 9. So 2-0 to Asia. And the changes he's making, do you see them paying off for him in the long run?
Well, that's a hard one. You know, pool's so unique, and we all have our own opinions about things.
Can we stop the shot clock, please?
I personally thought that his technique was beautiful. but I mean, he goes to Chinese Taipei and he
reset
spends a
shot
lot
clock,
of time with so many great players and so many knowledgeable people. I mean, they're around him a bit more. So he's got a game plan for it, and he's going to stick to it. All right, top and side on your home table, but really here you got to draw the cue ball. Thought there was a little more angle on that green 6. The draw stroke was always the play.
So this one looks to be done and dusted as well. We've seen some big turnarounds in matches already in this Reyes Cup. Europe have to produce one here. Otherwise, the Asian lead is heading towards the category of massive. Nice rhythm to the way they've played out this rack. Nothing hurried about it. And for the third rack in a row, it's Duong Hoang who deposits the winning 9-ball. He's got a big smile on his face, a high five from Yapp.
Yeah, well, there's a little more to that than you know, actually. That's kind of what messed me up that time. Is the day before, Shaw had gotten there was a fly on the ball, if you remember. And Shaw got the clock stopped during that match prior to that craziness that I encountered in 2021, was it? And then during that, when they removed that, Shaw asked for the cue ball to get clean, and the clock never stopped. Never started. You know, so it was a little confusion in my mind with it, but it was totally on me.
Yeah,
the extension,
night of the 2021 Moscone. Jeremy's shot clock mishap.
This is makeable. Got it too full, so now Europe with a really good opportunity to get on the board and maybe apply some pressure.
Well, round about this time last night, there was another European pair, Jason Shaw and Mickey Kraus. 3-0 down. Golden break in rack 4 was the turning point of their match. And we arrived at that juncture in this contest.
Yeah, really nice shot there, cheating the pocket with a little stun.
Back on track now.
Yeah, he'll thump this in a little bit. That way he gets the cue ball off the cushion for his partner.
So they are going to get off the mark now.
The extension, please. Team Europe.
So important that.
You see that direction that's Yapp's leading in. Should be a soft 2 cushions, just laying a little underneath the brown. Oh, he's going 1 cushion, so he's going to fall a little straighter. So now Yapp's going to have to get into the cue ball a bit more.
Back to looking very efficient here.
Yeah, should be able to float this in. Don't worry about trying to go around the table. You're close enough to the 8. Accuracy should be at a premium. Oh, he did go 4 rails. And the speed's going to be perfect.
Somehow, we never thought it was going to be any other way. So they're going to run out from the break for the second breaking rack in a row. They're 3 clear again, and this time it gets them to the hill. Asia on the brink of getting to half a dozen points already.
Yes.
Okay, so the dramatic moment you speculated about didn't quite happen.
Yeah, I think it was a possibility to get at the 9, but, you know, being the percentage player he is, not only on the safety side, but playing position in pretty much all ways, you know, it's easy to get fooled and say, hey, I got a 4-1 lead. I can afford to swing at that. It's quite the opposite. Make Team Europe earn it.
Yeah, and in race to 5, nobody's ever out of it, so no lead is big enough to start taking anything for granted. And it looks as though that little passage of play may all have been vindicated from an Asian point of view.
Got an easy safety behind the black 8.
5 on bank.
Could go for the cross side bank, but I think the safety really is okay. Oh, he went for it. He went for it.
Hard thing, of course, about alternate break when you're trying to come back. Even if the European pair do win this, the Asians will have the break in the next rack. And look how their breaking racks have been going in the latter part of this match. It should be 4-2 now, though. Already had a doubles win this week, Yapp, with Koh last night, getting Asia's first point.
Okay.
A singles win as well to clinch that overnight lead for Asia. Closing in and continuing. What in terms of singles and doubles anyway has been a perfect tournament for him so far.
Yeah, now as you come around the table, just don't get any kind of missable ball on the green 6. Don't need an angle. The 7 plays to both corner pockets by the 8 into the lower right. So it's just got to come forward maybe 5-6 inches here.
Well, it's turning into a very different night to what we had last night when it was nip and tuck and never more than a point in it either way in the overall score.
The extension, please.
Tonight so far, it's turning into a bit of a landslide.
Tell the confidence that he's getting as he goes. There's no adjustment when he's down. There's no kind of like second guessing. He's really trusting what he's aiming and delivering the key nicely.
And it's going to be their third break and one. Aloysius Yapp and Duong Hoang have produced a wonderful display, dominating against David Alcaide and Eklent Kaçi. They've won by 5 racks to 2.